to Kababayan Today. Get to know the Bayanihan Community Center in San Francisco with our kakultura na si Gio Ortega.
Our last stop is at the Bayanihan Community Center, which is a project of the Filipino-American Development Foundation. This community center is 7,000 square feet on the ground floor and basement of the Bayanihan House, located at the corner of 6th and Mission Street in South of Market, or SOMA. We end our day in San Francisco with one of our very own SoCal native, actor and community organizer, Wes Gabrillo.
It's been great being an artist out here and working in the community through Kaiser Permanente, the educational theater program. It was completely new to me. I mean, I'd never really done much children's theater aside from One to Man, but and I was terrified really because we had to go into the classrooms after doing this a show for the kids, and we go to all these different schools all throughout the Bay Area and Northern California.
Do you do workshops?
We do workshops.
Oh.
So it's multiple intervention, and the show I worked with in the past 3 years since I had started was address themes of bullying, conflict resolution, death in the family, violence in the home, and in the community.
Right.
So it was things that I'd worked with SIPA and even Film Arts, and we're also developing a new high school program, and I'm a part of that team as well.
Oh, that's so awesome, man.
It's great. I take a lot of these experiences from LA, both on the artist side and the community, working the community side.
Yeah.
Like as someone who worked in the community in LA, and just sort of bring that to my work.
That's very important, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Just performing is one thing, but really engaging the community and how we can help you, or how can we be of service.
Yeah.
But now, so you do that in the daytime.
Yes.
But I've noticed that you've been working so much in theater.
Yes.
San Francisco is such a vibrant theater community as well. I mean, you did Ray Pamatmat's Edith Can Shoot Things and Hit Them. Sarah Rules Eurydice. When I saw that, I was like, what? So can you tell me about the concept? There was like a Filipino version of that?
Well, no, but
you were wearing a baron.
Yes. So the director, Jeffrey Lowe, it's Tech Week, and it's centered around Eurydice. She's the lead, and Sarah Rule adapted it to make it about Eurydice and her father. And of course, she still gets married to Orpheus, my character. There's already a costume for me. There's a short wedding scene, and we do a dance, like a swing dance. And I'm dressed in something like 1940s, maybe something like a waistcoat and tie, right? And it dawned on him, I think, having a discussion with his mom. And she didn't say outright what it was. She just kind of thought like, oh, so that's her husband. She saw like a preview of it and saw like, oh, that's...
This is Jeffrey's mom.
Yeah, Jeffrey's mom. And Jeffrey's, he's Filipino-American, and it just dawned on him that like, oh, what if I put Wes in a barong? It's not said in the play. Sarah Rule doesn't explicitly say what he should be wearing, what Orpheus should be wearing, but he thought, conceptually that, you kind of put a sort of cultural reference into it, and just a tinge, right? You're not affecting the play or like changing her words but I think through that lens of, because it takes place in, it's up in the 1940s or 50s, you see this, a white woman with a Filipino man, and he's Filipino not because of the fact.
Oh my God! I mean, just shoots that up, right?
Exactly.
Anti-miscegenation laws, without it being about that,
exactly.
Right?
So, I am not playing someone who is meant to be white. I am playing Wes, and I do have the face and represent someone and identify someone as Filipino-American. And while it's not explicitly stated in Sarah Rule's play that Orpheus is Filipino, Jeffrey found a way to just sort of make it like super subtle like that. Just have him, and it's a short scene. I do a swing dance in my barong, and we, that's a part of our wedding reception, and maybe some audience members were like, huh, that was an interesting choice.
Well, I think, I mean, just talking about theater, I think that's where we are moving to. The difference of non-traditional casting to a multicultural casting. I mean, that's so huge, because we're now in a period in our society, American society, where there's no way you can avoid just being one race or one culture or one gender or one religion. So opening it up to everybody without like saying this is wrong or this is right.
Yeah, we don't live in binaries, right? It's not
we don't live in binaries.
A friend of mine had just once said
Look at that.
So
we don't live in binaries.
We don't.
Yeah. And then now, when you get to perform for like minorities or even non-minorities, they could say, oh, he's tangible, like I could be just like him. So, as like if they've never thought of it before, or like kind of it restricted them from wanting to be an artist or performer, seeing someone like you up there who may be just like them gives some hope, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I see that in, of course, the assemblies, but in the workshops when we go into the classrooms and work with the students more on a one-on-one level. And these are 3rd, 4th, 5th, and sometimes 6th grade students like that we would see. And yeah, and we go up, we have them come up there for role plays. You know, I know that's not every student's like cup of tea, but nonetheless, even just talking to them, some of them come up to us during our breaks or just pull us aside in the middle of the workshop just to chat with us and to really express some of these things that they were not able to express before, or even in their artistic sides. They're like, oh, I could do that.
Right.
You know, and they come up in the role plays. They're such naturals. Like, wow. You know, it just took that little bit of that push. You know, to be able to say like, oh, you got this, and whatever if this kickstarts something for you, we've done our job.
Great. Thank you so much, Wes, for spending the day with me.
Thank you.
And thanks for joining us here on Kababayan Today with G. Tonji. Ako po si Giovanni Ortega, ang inyong Art Activism Academia correspondent. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat po to all the people who have helped make this possible for our kababayans up north. More when we return here on Kababayan Today.